Hi everyone, welcome back to He's Glasgow, She's London. This is episode 13, hopefully lucky for us.
I'm 13 lucky?
No, it's supposed to be unlucky.
Oh, I see. Right, okay. Hello, everyone.
How you doing, love?
I'm very well. How are you, love?
I'm good, thanks, love.
Okay, excellent, love.
Don't forget, everybody, that you can catch us on socials, on all of the lovely platforms, on the X and the Instagram and the YouTube and all the lovely internet stuff. Send us messages and suggestions and questions and quizzes and love and ratings and things. Thanks.
That's the end.
See you next time.
Yeah. We're slightly further away from each other this time.
I know, you're so far away.
It's quite far, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because normally we sit across from each other
Widthways.
Yeah. And now we're lengthways because we turned our table around.
Ah.
But it's fine, I suppose.
It's like we're a very rich old couple sitting at either end of a long banquet table.
It's not that long.
No, it's not.
But I understand what you mean, yes. It kind of is like that. Speaking of ratings, we've got another one or two, which
lovely
is nice.
stuff.
So we're now still sitting at a solid 5, which is like 5 stars. I mean, so
Good.
Thank you, everyone. But I think we're now at 8 whole ratings.
Wow, thanks,
8
guys.
whole ratings, which is wonderful. So thank you, everyone. If you're new here, or even if you're not, and if you haven't rated us, feel free to do so. It really helps us out. And it's probably the best thing you can do, I imagine. Or one of the best things. But yeah, drop us a rating. We really appreciate it. And it's nice to see that little number go up.
It is.
I'm trying to look at it now, but Spotify's not working for me, so I can't see if it's went up any further. But last I checked, we were at 8.
It is 8, I can confirm.
Wonderful. 8 whole people. That's wonderful. But yeah, you wanna what do we do?
Listeners' locations.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, my notes are all over the place here. So yeah, I've got 2. I think I've got 2 new ones.
Okay. Is this countries or
Countries?
Ah.
Yeah. I think, and I'll tell you why I think. I looked at 2 different places for our analytics. And one place said one country, and the other place said, didn't list that country. So I don't know if it's accurate or not.
Okay.
Both places listed the second country, but I can't remember if I've already mentioned that country or not. So the first one that is on both of them is Germany, but not when I went.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new place in Germany.
Nice.
So that's quite exciting.
Hello, Germany.
Yeah, it could have already been there, so that's why I was a wee bit unsure. But hello, Germans.
Guten Night? What's night in German? Nuit? No, that's probably French. I know Guten Tag is morning.
It's actually not.
Is it not?
No. Guten Morgen is morgen.
Oh,
morning.
yeah. Obviously, yeah.
Guten Tag is for the afternoon/evening.
Ah.
Yeah.
So is it Guten Tag now?
Probably, yeah, I think so.
Guten Tag.
Well, it depends when they're listening to it. They could be listening it in the morning.
All of the Gutens to you.
Guten day. But the second one that was on Spotify and not another one was Austria, apparently.
Oh, nice.
So it could be that one of them's getting confused and separating the German
Maybe they're
listeners.
very close to the border.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the other one's getting confused, and it is 2 separate countries, but it's like, oh no, it's just the one country. So I don't know, I can't say. If you are an Austrian listener, then
Maybe one uploads faster than the other or something.
maybe. But Guten Tag to you as well. I don't know Austrians, so
I think it's semi-German.
Is it? I don't know. I have no idea.
No, it'd be Austrian. I don't know.
Probably. But yeah, I thought it was quite cool. So it could be 2 new places. It might be none.
Let's go to. Yay! Hello, everybody.
2 whole new places. So thank you for listening, folks. It's always wonderful to. I was going to say to hear from you, but it is nice to hear from you.
We would like to hear from you as well. Yeah.
Exactly, but no, that's always fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
On
to our trivia.
It is a trivia, isn't it? Sorry, I'm all over.
Don't worry, I'll run this, love.
Well, it is your week to run it, to be fair. We are a day late than usual, so it's been an extra day. So I've lost all sense of run time and run show and all that sort of thing. But yes, trivia sounds
On to trivia.
Sounds right.
I'll do mine first
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
So, my trivia is a little bit naughty.
Oh, dear.
There are some streets in London with derogatory names.
Oh.
But, like, not I wouldn't call it derogatory. I'd call it naughty.
Okay.
More than 20 streets in London have names that are extremely sexual, provocative, and at the same time humorous. These streets have very suggestive and explicit names that express what they were renowned for. I hope they're not actually what they were renowned for. Okay, maybe a few streets include Helmet Row, the Butts and Upper Butts and Newington Butts.
A lot of butts.
A lot of butts. White Knobs Way, Copping Close, Fanny Hands Lane, Burden Bush Road, Clitero Road,
Oh dear.
King's Butts, Melon Road, Ogle Street, Cumming Street, Swallow Street, Hookers Road, Cock Pond and Cock Lane.
Oh, excellent. Strong finish.
There you go. Lots of fun and provocative London street names.
Cock Pond?
Cock Pond, yeah.
Is that a pond or is a street? I've never heard of pond being used as like a street. You know, it's like road, terrace.
Maybe
whatever.
it's a street that surrounds a pond.
Possibly, but yeah, there's a lot of things. Muse, I didn't know Muse existed until I lived down here.
Did you not?
No, well, unless we have some up the road and I've just never came across them. But a Muse, I've never known as like a thing. You know.
Fair.
So maybe a pond is a thing, not an actual pond, but like as in
A pond is definitely
yes,
a thing.
a street thing. That is interesting, though. I bet there's loads
Yeah.
more that. I wonder if we've walked down any.
I was going to say we could do a little like London bingo. Go and find all the naughty, all the naughty roads.
Whenever we come across some of those street names, we'll put them on Instagram and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just so we can keep track of where we've been and where we're going.
We've got a free weekend. We could go find some cock lanes.
We have a free weekend and no money, so
Lots of walking.
yeah. So we need to do something cheap and cheerful. So that'll be fun. Do you want to know my trivia?
Yeah.
My Glasgow trivia. Mine's is also a bit of street name, but it's much more wholesome than Cockminsters and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you knew this because I feel like it's quite common. And I've not shared it on the podcast, but I thought for the sake of people that might not know, it's actually quite a good thing to know.
Okay.
But you might know it, and if you do, then that's fine. But if you don't, then this is also quite interesting.
Excellent.
But did you know that Glasgow was the first city in the world to award Nelson Mandela the freedom of the city?
See, I feel like you might have told me this before.
Maybe I might have told you this like one of the first times you came up the road or whatever. But it was in 1981, I believe, when he was still imprisoned, and Glasgow recognised that he shouldn't be imprisoned. So to help the cause, I don't know what impact it had or whatever, but to help the cause, they very publicly awarded him the freedom of the city to say, we stand with Nelson Mandela.
That's nice, isn't it?
And what they also done, which I thought was a bit fun, there was a place called, I think it was called, not George's Square, but it's George's Place, I think.
Right.
So it's just off St George's Square, or just George's Square. And they renamed that to Nelson Mandela Square. To this day, it's still called Nelson Mandela Square. But when he was imprisoned in South Africa, that's where the South African consulate was.
Oh.
So they renamed where that was to Nelson Mandela Square to be like an extra fuck you. Which I thought was quite nice.
That is nice. You guys are good, aren't you?
It was all right. And then when he did get his freedom and all the rest of it, and everything was all nice, nicer, he visited Glasgow to thank the people in person.
Oh, that's nice. I hope he
thought-
felt welcomed.
Well, there was pictures of it. There's tons and tons of
Oh, really?
like people in the crowd, and
That's nice.
he's waving and all that sort of thing. So yeah, I thought that was quite nice. Again, I think it's quite common. Maybe it's just common to Glaswegians. Maybe that's why I'm thinking it. But
You guys are sweet, eh?
yeah. So he visited in October.
Much more wholesome than my trivia.
Yeah, a little bit. But yours is fun. Mine's is wholesome. So it balances out, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
But he visited George Square, so just down from there in 1993.
Nice.
I was there.
Yes, very tiny.
I was less than 1 year old at that point, but I was there. I remember it fondly.
Yes, I bet.
That's my trivia.
Yay.
Yay.
On to what have we been up to?
I can't really remember what we've been up to, so I hope you've taken lots of notes. I've remembered the big points.
Well, your mum and Owen came down.
I forgot about that.
We had the baby's birthday party.
I knew that, but I don't know if that's what we'd consider under the baby section.
Yeah, it kind of
not
crosses
what we've been
in.
doing. Yeah, I suppose it's just a big blend this
Yeah.
week, really. I forgot my mum and that was here.
Yeah,
Completely forgot. That was lovely.
that was nice.
That was.
That was good.
My mum and her partner are so comfortable now that they went out every night that they were here. They were here for like 5 nights.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Not
find
every
their way
night.
around.
One night they stayed in, I think. Maybe.
Nah.
No, every night. Went round to the pub. They know everyone in the pub. They're
Know
welcome.
the landlady.
Yeah, they know the landlady. They're
her husband.
pseudo regulars at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had a Morley's every single night.
Obsessed with Morley's.
Obsessed with Morley's.
Morley's
which
being I think a South London
I think
fried
it's,
chicken chain.
Yeah, I think it is only South London, to be fair.
For me, I've only until having your mum and Owen to stay, I've only ever had Morley's on like drunken nights out at the very end of the night. You get a Morley's at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and obviously just a mess. So it's quite weird for me to have it sober.
Well, I never had it until obviously I moved here, but until we moved to where we are now,
Yeah.
because we've got one not too far from us. I suppose there's one not too far from everyone in
Yeah.
South London. And I enjoyed it. I don't think it was amazing, but for what it was and how cheap it is, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
But my mum and Owen just love it. They just love it so
Yeah.
much. And we don't have it up the road. But it's just kind of like, anywhere else, I would say, up the road.
To be fair, they always go to the pub first, so
Yeah,
it
okay.
probably tastes
It's just
pretty
across the road
decent
from
after
Morley's.
a couple of
Yeah,
glasses of wine.
that could be the...
I mean, it tastes good. It's fine. Yeah.
do you know
it's
what? It is
cheap.
nice. And
yeah.
for how cheap it is, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Like, comparatively to other places, yes, it's great.
Yeah.
We
And
had
it's
it one
right
or
there.
two-
It's opposite the pub. What else are
We
you
had,
going
we
to
had
do?
it 1 or 2 nights and it was quite good, but yeah, I just thought it was funny that was almost our main priority. Couldn't stop thinking about it on the train, couldn't stop
Yeah.
thinking about it every night.
They were going to get it the night they arrived, but then their train got cancelled and they didn't get here until like midnight, and it was too much.
Yeah, and I picked him up from the station and I
Yeah.
offered, and I'm like, no, we can't. And I was like, you can.
You can.
But no, they never went for it. But yeah, I just thought it was fun. But it was nice having them down. It was good. So they were here again for 5 nights.
Something like that.
Yeah. The main reason being the baby's birthday.
Yes.
That was the main reason she was down. But there was other reasons. So yeah, it was quite wonderful to have them, which was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
It was nice.
Nice bonding time with the baby.
Shall we talk about the baby's birthday?
Yeah.
It was a baby's birthday, everyone.
Woohoo!
She's 1 year old,
She is 1 year old.
which is madness.
So cute.
It's wonderful though, but
Yeah.
it's madness.
Yeah, as if we have a 1 year old
Yeah, she flew in.
and we've only known each other 3 years.
Madness. Yeah, that is madness when you put it like that. That'd be weird, like when she's like 20. She's like, oh, she's 20. Oh, we've been together 22 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, all right.
What happened there then?
Just don't worry about it. It's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Stupid.
Little surprise, maybe.
Shall we talk about what happened with it?
Yeah, do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Because I, in hindsight, feel bamboozled.
Bamboozled by
Yeah.
me?
Not deliberately, might I add.
No, definitely not.
No,
I hope not.
100% sorry, no. But I thought I would start it with a bold statement.
Okay.
But your weird fucking birth control thing,
Yeah, what was it called?
utter garbage.
I can't remember what it was called, but
Aye.
yeah, definitely
We-
don't use thermometers to test how fertile you are.
Yeah, well, the whole thing was you took your temperature every day,
Yeah.
and then based on the temperature, it was like, oh, I'm not fertile, we're good to go. And it was like, right, okay,
Yeah.
excellent. And, well,
Yeah.
we both fell for it. I fell for it's a bit harsh. I suppose there is some science behind it.
There's definitely science behind it, and
yeah.
it has worked for other people that I know. I will say also, though, that we weren't particularly careful.
Yeah, but the point, I thought the point was that was your main. Maybe we could have been a bit more careful in hindsight. Not in hindsight, because I love the baby and I'm so happy it happens. Let me caveat with that. But at the time,
It's worked out wonderfully.
it's worked out for the best for everyone, which is good.
But it was a bit of a shock.
Yeah, because I was like, oh great, you're 18 degrees today. Good. I don't know. I just saw it, and looking back, I was like, that is so stupid.
I mean, it does work, though. It does work for some people.
Well, the only other couple that I know that have done it have also now got a baby.
Yeah, I know more than just
Right,
that other
okay,
couple.
cool. That's fine. Well, my track record is 100% failure, so
Yeah, and then
yeah.
after we found out that we had got pregnant using this system, I forgot to cancel my subscription and they charged me for a whole other year.
Yep.
And I emailed them saying, please give me my money back. I got pregnant whilst doing this. It's all your fault. Not that it's a fault because it's lovely, but you know what I mean. And they refused to give me my money back. So I really want to remember what their name is so I can say, screw you.
Can't remember either.
No.
Again, it's all worked
Natural cycles. That's what it was. Just came to me.
It's all worked out for the best naturally, but at the time it was
Yeah.
like, what a fucking stupid thing.
But then, like, sometimes I do wonder if it would have ever happened. Like, if we,
Yeah, we spoke about that.
particularly us, like, if it hadn't have happened the way it happened, would it not have happened for years and years until we were in a particular financial state mainly,
Yeah, that's fair.
which could have taken a long time to get
Yeah.
to.
Well, in the end, it's worked out because we've got the most cutest, beautiful little baby in the world.
Little 1-year-old.
Sorry, every other baby out there, you're just fine.
Yeah,
Yep.
ours is the best.
Yep. Even the babies that we know. Sorry. You're all great, but ours is greater. And yeah, she's 1 year old. She's still not walking, which is frustrating, but...
She did a few steps today.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Right, okay.
Yeah, just like a couple more 1.5 steps.
She's nearly there. I
she's
think
getting it.
I think she's got the ability to do it. She just doesn't have the confidence yet.
Yeah,
Well, not
I don't think she can. I don't think she realizes she can.
That's
but
maybe
she
better.
Can.
Yeah, not confident because she's a very confident little baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe just a realization like, oh, I can walk up in these legs
yeah,
and I'm going to go. Oh, yeah, okay, fair.
yeah. Because they're very strong legs. She does about 1,000 squats a day, just bouncing around.
She kicks really hard as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's definitely strength in them.
Yeah. But no, she's won. What did we do for the baby's birthday?
So we did a lovely cake smash.
We did, that
which
was
really
good
good fun. 10 o'clock in the morning, giving the baby birthday cake to smash up in a photo shoot.
She was dressed in little tights and a tutu
Yeah.
and a little I'm One or something t-shirt.
Yeah.
And she was in a nice studio and we gave her a cake and she didn't...
She was a bit hesitant at first, and then when I pulled a clump off and she tasted it, she was like, yeah, right, I'm in.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All about this. And to be fair, she didn't do too much, but she'd done a lot for her size.
Yeah.
But the majority of the cake was still intact, and we could enjoy it later, which
Yeah.
was good. But that was fun. I thought that was good fun, and we got lots of photos. We need to actually pick some of the photos.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good recommendation. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was really good fun.
Can't remember the woman's name, which is terrible.
Julia,
Julia.
I think.
Yeah. Thank you, Julia. We had a lovely time.
Yeah. Cute Angels Photography was the name of it.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was very good. Yeah, and she enjoyed herself and it was good fun.
It was really good fun.
And you were lying on the floor trying to keep her entertained, looking towards the camera, and I was running back and forth to put her back in place when she tried to come and play with you.
Yep, pretty much. So it was a bit hectic. She was a bit all over the place, but no, we got some really, really nice photos, which is good.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a fun thing to do because I'd seen it before and I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm a bit unsure. It's a bit messy.
Yeah.
But then when I realised you actually take the baby to someone's house, you don't need to worry about it. Not really.
Oh, what, were you worried that we were going to get our house messy?
Kind of, I was like, I can't be arsed with this. Like, it's too much.
Cake all in the carpet,
It's far too much. But then when I realised it's like you just kind of need to clean her up a bit and then away you go.
Yeah.
It was fine.
And I think we timed it very well so that she went and did this, had a lovely time, and then we just brought her back and took all the cakey clothes off and carried on
Pretty much.
with the day. And then we went for lunch with the grandparents and
Was that the same day?
niece. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So it was, that's
Yeah.
right. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was good. I really enjoyed that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun day. But yeah, then we had a little party for her at the weekend.
We did.
Quite a lot of people there, to be fair.
Yeah, about 20 of us or so.
Yeah, all your main family.
The main family.
Mainly. A couple of your friends.
Yeah.
And then my mum and that as well, which was
Aunts and
nice.
uncles.
Um,
And all the cousins. All
Yeah.
the cousins and little babies.
yeah.
Honorary cousins.
And she was having a ball. She was having a whale of a time.
She was just darting up, crawling that way, crawling this way, running up and down, screaming.
Getting hugs off everyone,
Yeah.
which was good.
Mostly asking to be picked up by people that were closest to the food that she wanted.
Yeah.
She was very tactical with that.
Yeah. Did she have any of that food that day? She had a little
She had
sausage?
a bit of cupcake, bit of sausage,
Yeah.
bit of sandwich.
Okay, well, she eats
Yeah.
anything, to be fair.
Yeah.
But no, we had a really lovely time. And before we had that, I was always kind of against having a thing for a 1-year-old.
Because she doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, and I was like, what's the point? Like, what's the point in doing all this? What's the point in, spending money and getting people round? She's not going to remember, because I don't remember, and I doubt anyone, or vast majority of people don't remember.
Yeah.
But when I actually saw it happening, I was like, oh, this is really sweet because she's having a lovely time.
Yeah.
And she's hopefully going to be influenced in some way by this if she doesn't remember.
Yeah, she had a great day regardless. And
yeah, and it was nice
she
to make
likes
those
seeing
memories.
everybody, and she's a social little baby.
Exactly. So it's not about what she actually remembers, it's just about if she's happy at the time.
And we're really making the most of the birthday decorations because they're still up
Still up, everyone.
2 weeks later.
That's why the table's round the other way, because we had to use it as like a buffet serving table.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're looking at all the balloons at the minute. There's still things above the windows. There's things attached to the bottom of this table.
Yep.
I think we should take them down.
I know you do.
You're quite oppositely
Making
minded.
the most of it.
Yep, I think they should.
Because a lot of them say 1 on, and unless we're going to use it for my 41st would be the next one, and we'll just add 4s onto everything.
You know, I mean, you could. You
Yeah.
might have the same colour scheme.
That's all right. I can rock with pink and gold.
I think we should just bin it.
I know you do.
I think we will bin it. We'll bin it after this.
Oh, will we?
Everyone.
Okay.
Yes. When you go to bed tonight, I'll get the bin out.
Do not agree. I'll put it away neatly. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. But we had a lovely time overall.
Yeah.
The baby had a lovely time. I think all the guests had a lovely time.
I think so.
She learned how to unwrap presents slowly. Yeah, we just kind of rewrapped. Well, we did just rewrap things that she already had.
No, we didn't go extravagant on presents
No.
because we buy stuff all the time.
And other people bought her lots of stuff, which is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lovely time. We have a 1-year-old little tiny baby.
Yeah.
Which is, madness. And it's been the best year of my life.
It has been.
It really has.
Yeah.
Thank you for recognising that.
You're
Yep.
welcome.
But no, that was good. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. Would do it again. Probably do it next year. Maybe not
What,
to the same
birthday?
extent.
I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
had a baby.
I know, we'll do another baby at some point. Yeah, not right now.
No.
Or shall we throw Sainsbury's under the bus
Oh,
a little bit?
we do like them
We do-
generally, but they
generally,
were
yeah, they
quite
kinda-
poor with the birthday.
Yeah, they kind of let us down that day, didn't they? Yeah, because you had ordered lots of food, like sandwich platters and big cocktail sausage platters and cupcakes and something else. Can't remember. And it was like, right, okay, come get it on the day. I was like, right, okay, no problem. Went all the way down, couldn't find the unit they told me to go to, or the desk, or
Yeah.
the counter. Finally found someone, and I was like, oh, I'm here to pick up food. And without even asking names or a number or whatever, she's like, all right, okay, no, that's fine, not a problem. And then she radioed to, some young part-timer.
Yep.
Yeah, oh, can you get the customers' food? And they were arguing back and forth because she couldn't find it and all the rest of it sort of thing. She went, oh, it's right here where it is. And then it turns out that they never had the food. Well, they had the cupcakes.
Didn't bother telling me that there was no food.
Nope.
So you spent ages trying to get it, and
Yep.
there was no food to get in the first place. And
And I got caught in a big traffic jam that day as well, so it took me about an hour to get there
Yeah.
when it should take 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And they never had it. And
Never had it
she
in
turned
the
around
end.
to me and she went, it's quite annoying, isn't it? And I was like, it's very
It's really
annoying. I mean, sorry.
What a way to reply.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't understand. So I had to go to the food to go section, stock up on sandwiches.
Yeah, they must have been baffled as to why they were
Yeah.
suddenly selling 30 packs of sausages, 30 packs of sandwiches on a random morning.
And then, some sausage rolls and all the rest of it. But it turned out quite nice.
Yeah, it
In
was
the
fine
end.
in the end. It was a little
Yeah.
stressful in the beginning, but it was all right. But also, this is why it's quite good that we did it in our house, because imagine we were trying to do all that and set up a venue and, all that sort of stuff. So I'm quite happy.
It worked out in the end. And
Yeah.
then Sainsbury's will give us our money back.
Yeah, they haven't yet.
Well, they should.
Yeah.
And a little something.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
sign
A
for
little
our
sweetener.
troubles.
Or we're going to badmouth you every week.
Eek.
Every
I don't
week.
know if I've got that in me.
I've got it in me. They put me through a mild inconvenience. I've got it in me
Oh,
to
no.
be petty on a weekly basis for the rest of my days.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah. What else have we been up to? I can't remember.
So we have a new niece
Oh, we do have a new niece.
as of 2 days ago. My brother and his fiancée had a second child.
Very
It
exciting.
was very exciting.
Very, very exciting. She's so sweet.
She looks very sweet and we can't wait to meet her.
She's so tiny. And I forget how
Yes.
tiny babies are.
They're so tiny.
Yeah, because their baby's still small, but
But it doesn't... like every time I see it or hold a newborn, I just can't remember her being that small. And like, I can remember it, and obviously there's photos and things like
Yeah.
that, but it just seems so small.
Yeah.
And she was obviously that small, but it just seems so tiny.
Well, I remember having to walk up and down here with her quite a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, so I remember how small she was.
Through the screaming nights.
Yeah. But yeah, I know what you mean, because in my mind, I'm like, oh, she's still her baby. She's still tiny. We need to pick her up and she can't walk.
Yeah.
And then you see like an actual newborn and you're like, oh, wow.
That's really tiny.
That's tiny. Like, Ella would eat that baby. Like, she's massive compared.
Ella would eat that baby for breakfast.
Yep. But yeah, she's so tiny and cute and small.
Yeah.
And she's very sweet.
Can't wait.
Yeah. I remembered something else
Oh, yeah.
we done. Well, it's not that we done, that I done.
Oh, what did you do?
Me and the baby had a lovely day out.
Oh, you did?
We did.
Yeah.
We went all the way to Chorleywood.
Chorleywood.
We had a good day out. We went for lunch. Then
Saw Dean and Chloe.
we bought some Pokemon cards. I bought some Pokemon cards, the baby, but she supported me.
I'm sure she did.
And I know I told you at the time, but she done this thing. She's not done it since.
Yeah.
The shop was mad busy. So I was just kind of holding her. I didn't take the buggy in, so I was holding her, which is fine. And I had the coffee in my hand, and she kept trying to not knock it out of my hand, but just hit it.
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny, but I was like, oh no, you can't do that. And then at one point she just turned around, looked me right in the eye, grabbed both my ears, and went, oh. Like,
What do you think you're doing?
it was very much, ooh.
I've got you now.
Yeah. Grabbed both my ears really tight, looked me dead in the eye, and brought her head right up to my head.
Well, did you tell her to stop hitting the cup at that point? Did you do as you were told?
She's not done it since, and she's not done it before.
That's so funny.
It was really weird. It was really funny.
Maybe it's just when she's really ticked off.
Well, I think she's getting to the point where she is quite annoyed at things now.
Yeah, she gets frustrated.
Yeah, because she skills quite a lot, and it's
Yeah.
quite cute and funny, but she'll
enough.
no, but she'll look at you and she'll be like,
I
"Sorry,
didn't do anything.
no, you're just a tiny baby." And then one of the photos from the cake smashes her like with a mouthful of cake, looking like really angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you done?
But no, we had a lovely day out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. My friend Kieran was there, so it was like 2 lads out with a baby.
2 lads and a baby.
And yeah, we had a lovely lunch. She was fine there and back. She was a wee bit ratty towards the end, but she was getting a bit tired.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was good. We had a lovely time.
Good.
Because you were out. Where were you? Oh yeah, you were out
Getting bridesmaids dress fittings.
on the lash.
Nah, not on the
On the lash,
I was home by 7 or something.
steaming you well when you walked in.
yeah.
Absolutely floored it. No, you weren't.
Floored it.
Yeah, it was fine. But yeah, I remember that. I remember that today because I was trying to think when I was writing the notes. What have I been doing? What have we been doing? What's been going on here? And I completely forgot. about-
Something else that's gone on
What?
is that we discussed it. But randomly in our communal corridor here, they've put up a huge canvas of a beach.
Oh yeah, they have done that.
And we don't know where it came from or why they decided to put it up. I think the wall was perfectly fine without a canvas.
Yeah, it seems a bit unnecessary.
Yeah, and it's just a huge like beach landscape kind of thing. And
It's right beside a window though. Like it's not as if we're trapped between the windows.
yeah,
Like,
it's not
right.
like, and I mean, we live in quite a nice part of the world. Like,
Yeah.
we don't need to sort of escape from our wherever we are.
It's kind of funny because it's like, to me, it's like they put that up to make you feel better.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I feel fine.
yeah, I quite like it here. Like, it's not like we're in a prison or.
And there's quite a lot of them throughout the building.
Yeah.
And there's 2 at either side, very, very close.
Yeah,
Like one in the same room and then 1 2 feet away through a door.
yeah.
And I came out and I was like, I don't understand. I'm not paying for that.
Well, this is the thing, yeah.
We weren't consulted.
Because I know how much a canvas costs.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know how much a plain canvas costs, let alone a canvas with a massive.
If anything, it's made me feel worse
Yeah, exactly.
because I'm like, where did it come from? Do I need to pay for that? Not
Yeah.
happy.
It's bigger than our dining table.
Who requested? It is bigger than it's massive.
Yeah.
Like who requested that? Was that a feature? Maybe we missed the vote.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, we don't know anything that's going on, do
No,
we?
that's true. We don't really care. But yeah, that was a bit mad.
Yeah, a bit strange.
Yeah.
It just appeared one day and thought, don't know how I feel about that.
I've got a couple of the wee funny bits that aren't necessarily what we've been doing, but kind of fall into that category the
Okay.
best. Do you have anything else that we've been up to?
Just one little thing.
Okay. I have two. Will I go, then you go, then I'll
Yeah.
go? So I'd just like to reaffirm officially on the podcast that I hate London commuters.
Oh,
I
okay.
hate them.
What's happened now?
I just hate them. And I hate what it's turned me into.
Yeah, because you are one now.
I am one now, and it's awful because everyone's so rude and they don't care. And they're so obnoxious.
I thought you'd kind of got over this.
No, this week's been terrible.
Oh.
And you know, maybe they're normal people like you and I, and the commute turns them into them, because I'm sure people think the exact same thing about me.
Yeah.
They think, oh, look at this guy, whatever, just cut right in front of you. I was waiting at the train. I was like, do you know the thing that annoys me? And I know it's a bit silly because it's not a queuing system.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get to the train station, right, and I'll take a mental note of who's there.
Yeah.
And then the train comes and it's a lot busier, and I'll go, I was here before you. I was here before you. I was here. You can go on because you were here before me. Wait. But no, they just jump on and they don't move quick enough, and then it infuriates me to this day.
Well, see, but that's why you got to be the person that gets to the front.
Well, I try, and then I'm like, look what I've become.
Yeah.
I've become the very thing that I hate.
Do you know what's going to be interesting? If I start working, and on some days we might commute together, and we'll be able to see what each other are like. Because I think I mean, it's been a while for me, but I think I'm much more of a brutal commuter than you are.
I think
I'm the epitome of what you hate about commuters.
I didn't want to use the word epitome, and that's why I paused, because I was going to say epitome, and I was like, oh, that's quite harsh. You are the London commuter, yes.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
I imagine I am.
You are
yeah.
I'm getting on here. I will sit down here.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and fair enough. That's that's fine, because everyone else is the same.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, if other
Yeah.
people were trying to stick to a system, I would 100% stick to a system. But
And do you know what
there is no system.
Do you know what annoys me as well? Sorry, going about commuting too much, but it's what I've been up to this week, and it's dominated my life since I've been in the office.
God, you've got to go in tomorrow as well.
I know. Well, Fridays are normally a bit calmer, which is fine. But when people don't take off their backpacks and rucksacks, especially on the tube, the train's not too bad unless it's super busy, but especially the tube, it infuriates me. Now, I will admit, when I first came down here and stuff, I didn't know this etiquette. I was like, oh, here we go, this is fine. But now that I've been told...
Who told you?
Well, I read it on Reddit.
Right, okay.
Someone put up a post on the London subreddit saying, take off your bag, and I was like, oh my god.
I have not been taking off my
I was
bag.
like, I've not been taking off my bag, but it makes total sense. And I even wrote in there a few months later, like, I'd like to confess.
At least you've
I did.
changed your ways.
And a lot of people liked it and supported me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sorry, I was one of them. I've learned the error of my ways. I am sorry.
Good.
To this day, there are people, obviously. And I look about and I go, you know your way about here. You're comfortable in this tube. You should know to take your bag off.
Mm-hmm.
Take it off.
Yep.
And I want to rip it off them.
And it's safer. Don't
And-
have it up where the
yeah,
hands can get it. Have it by
exactly.
your feet.
I might start robbing people.
Don't do that.
Okay.
You would not be a slick robber. You would not be good at that.
Not the whole bag, just like little bits, like their mints and that.
Yeah, no, love. You'd be terrible at
Their
robbing
mints
people.
and their spare charger and stuff, you know.
Oh, we could do some charges.
Yeah. Just the side pockets, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, is that a trolley fob? That's mine now.
Oh.
Oh, what's that? Something else. And then I'll post pictures of it, and I'll say, is this yours? You can have it back if you stop being such an arse on the train.
Next time I see you, if your bag's on the floor, I'll give it back to you.
Okay, good. Right. Yeah, that's one of the things that we've been up to.
Well, my exciting thing is that I now have a desk.
You do have a desk. To be fair, you've always had the desk, it's just not been built.
Yeah, I didn't have my own space in the house, and now I feel like I have my own space. It's a small desk. It's only about 80 centimetres or something. Why are you laughing so much?
You're describing it as if, like, you're Oliver Twist.
It means a lot to me to have my own space.
No, but you're like...
I don't have any space in this house.
Yes, you do.
Not anything that's mine.
The whole house.
Yeah, it is shared with you two lovely people. So it's nice to just have a space that's just me. I did at one point have my dressing table, but then you obviously quite like my dressing table, so that's become an us space.
I've not sat at your dressing table for many weeks now.
Oh.
I use your appliances, but elsewhere.
Why do you take them elsewhere?
I just stand beside it.
Okay, so you're basically using the dressing table.
Um,
But yeah, so now I have my own desk and I'm starting to look for work and things, and it's very exciting because I'm going to be doing other things for me.
That is very exciting, and I support you doing things for yourself.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It's just funny the way you frame things.
And I hope that I get a really lovely job.
I
If
have
anybody wants to give me a really lovely job with lots of money, that would be great.
I have no space, and my desk is only 80 centimeters. I have a chair, everyone, and a little plant.
I do.
I got a new house plant for
You
us.
did?
But yeah,
Yeah.
I went rogue. I went to Aston. I came back with a house plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good
Better
fun.
than you coming back with a cat. I'll take houseplants. That's fine.
We'll see. Do you want to know the last thing that I wrote down here? I'll cut this out if you want me to cut it out.
Oh dear.
And if it just cuts to us laughing, then you know it's been cut out, everyone.
I'm trying to think what this is.
So it was last week.
Right.
I was sitting on the couch and you were away doing whatever you were doing.
It's about you.
No.
Oh, is it not? It's
No,
about me.
it's
Okay.
right here. And I was just watching something, or I had the Xbox on, I don't know. And you walked in quite slowly, and you appeared from behind the corner, and you looked quite solemn, and quite sad.
Right.
And I went, "What's wrong with you?" And you said, "I've done a poo like you, and it won't go away, and I don't know what to do." You look so defeated.
See, but this is it's funny because I've not brought this subject up on the podcast because I thought that you wouldn't like this subject
No, I don't love it, to be fair, but I
No.
thought that was very, very funny.
because you are known.
No, that's fine. Anyway.
You nearly sent me into labour.
No, I didn't. It's fine.
Hey, if you're going to bring it up.
You started it by coming in and looking.
Yeah, I did one like you. 'Cause yeah,
You just look so sad.
but it was all fine in the end.
Oh no, I'd left it to you. It was a you issue.
It was, yeah.
And
I sorted it.
sorted it like a champ. So now you know what to do. Excellent. And one last teeny bit. Sorry, I've just remembered.
Yeah.
I'm making this a final confirmation.
Oh, God.
A final 100% set in stone confirmation that by next episode you will have your sandwich.
I was going to bring it up at the end of the episode.
You will have it. And I will also have taken part in the labour push-up.
Thank you. Yes, I had both of them on
Yep.
my list.
So if it's not done, I will give you £10.
Okay, cool.
Nope. 20.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Yep.
Well, I'm thinking you're getting your hair cut on Saturday. Get
Yep.
your hair cut, bring sandwich ingredients home with you, make me a sandwich.
That's a good check. I can nip into Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
Sano's. In fact, no, I'm boycotting Sano's.
Yeah, go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else.
Tesco. Waitrose.
Go to Waitrose.
Woo.
I will. Yep.
Get me my good sandwich
Maybe
stuff.
I'll bump into
Yes.
what's her name?
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet. She shops in Waitrose.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll bump into her. Probably not.
Bump into her, tell her about your sandwich, bring me a sandwich.
Yeah, listen here, Kate. What's going on?
Making my girlfriend a sandwich.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Anyway, I just wanted to have that clear, everyone.
Good, because I was gonna, berate you for it at the end of
Yeah.
the podcast there.
Yeah, your mum brings it up as often as she can as well. So
Why won't you feed my daughter?
she's bloody stuck. She's got nothing but an 80-centimetre desk.
Only an 80-centimetre desk and no food whatsoever.
I don't have any more. Do you
I've
have
got
more?
a little baby bit.
Oh, I like baby bits.
Because we kind of did the baby.
It was all kind of
we'll
lumped
go
into
back,
one,
yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
So she started really sweetly. She brings me a book over and hands me the book, and then she climbs into my lap so that I can read her the book.
That is very sweet.
And it's so cute, and I absolutely love it. And she does it. Sometimes I'll be sitting on the floor with her, and she'll just bring me a book, and then we usually won't finish the book. We'll start the book, and then she'll get bored, and she'll go off and get another book and bring me that book, and then we'll start that book. But we do a lot of reading, and it's very cute. And then if I'm sat on the sofa, she'll do the same thing and bring me one over, and then ask to be picked up so that I can read it to her on the sofa.
She is very sweet that way. And sometimes I'll walk in and the two of you are just kind of sitting together, reading a little
having a
book.
little
Yeah, I'm
read.
like, oh,
Oh,
my
my
girls,
girls.
my bloody girls. Look at my girls.
But then today it was quite funny because for some reason you have one game that sits here,
The Da Vinci Code
the
on
Da Vinci
PC.
Code. Yeah.
Yep, for anyone recommend it. I've never played it. Don't
Even
know
though
where it came
you've got
from.
shelves and shelves of games, so I don't know why this is the only one that's in the living room.
I don't. Oh, do you know why? It was because it was lost in a box.
Oh.
I will put it on the shelves after this.
Okay, great. So today she found the Da Vinci Code and brought it over to me thinking it was a book, because it obviously looks like a book, like it's just a normal CD case, not CD case, like a DVD case. And she brought it over to me and she was trying to open it like she does with her books, and she couldn't get it open, obviously, because it's quite stiff. And I was like, oh, darling, it's not a book. We can't read it. And then she just kept giving it to me. So I was like, okay. So I started reading the blurb, and she took it off me. She was like, that's not right. Gave it back to me and was trying to open it again. And then I opened it to show her that it wasn't a book. And I was like, look, it's a CD. But there is a booklet inside it.
Yeah.
But it's just like gameplay booklet. So then we started reading the gameplay booklet, but she got bored.
I was wondering why it was sitting on the kitchen unit, and I was like, why is the Da Vinci Code here?
I was like, that's so sweet, because yes, it does look exactly like a book, but it behaves nothing like a book, and I'm sorry about
not
that.
a thing like a book.
No.
No, that was sweet.
Yeah, it's cute.
I just remembered something else about the baby.
Yeah.
She wasn't very well.
Oh.
She wasn't very well, and she
had her jabs.
She was so clingy, and it was
really
sad
sad.
but sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she had her jabs on Friday.
Mm.
Her 1 year jabs, and she was fine all of Friday. Well, I took her to do the jabs on my own. First time we've done jabs, just me, and it was scary, but it was fine.
I had a work commitment, everyone. I wasn't just being neglectful.
And yeah, she had 2 jabs in each leg, so it was quite a lot of injections. And she screamed initially, but she was smiling before we left the nurse's office. And then got home, she was fine all day, didn't really think anything of it. And then she woke up on Saturday morning, very slow, very lethargic, very sad, and a bit whimpery. And
yeah, I picked her up and she just like wrapped her hands around my neck and
clung on.
And I was like, oh, she's not well. She never does that. She normally just gets up and
Yeah.
immediately points to something or goes, ah.
Yeah, screams at something or
But
whatever.
no, she was immediately obviously unwell.
Yeah, and luckily we didn't have any plans, so
Yeah.
we just had a little lazy family day.
Yeah, but she never usually sits with us for long because she's just too adventurous and too keen and too nosy and whatever, which is great and it's nice.
Yeah, she just wants to get on with her own
Yeah, which
thing.
is wonderful. She'll sit with us for like 20 seconds, unless she's reading a book. But she sat with us for ages.
Hours, yeah.
I was watching stuff and chilling and just...
Yeah, just having little cuddles.
Yep.
And then I realised later in the night that she hadn't straightened her leg for the whole day. And it was obviously... Then realised that it must have been sore from the jabs and she couldn't straighten it. So when I tried to straighten it, she would whimper a bit and was obviously finding it quite painful and stiff, even though she was being given Calpol and stuff. But seemed okay. We did some exercises and she seemed all right by Monday, I would say. Sunday she was still a bit funny.
Yeah, a teeny bit, but she was fine after that.
Yeah.
And she's brand new now.
Yeah.
And it's important to get your kids vaccinated, everyone.
Yeah,
So
agreed.
do it. Otherwise, that's wrong. There we go. A little bit
There we go, yeah.
politics.
Oh,
Why
there
not?
we go.
We're not a political commentary podcast. I just realised it'll be very cute when she starts to speak and we can tell everyone the funny stuff that she says.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be
Ellie
so
came into me the other
sweet.
day and she's like, oh, I don't know.
So good.
Whatever kids say.
Yeah, so funny.
You have any fun little bits?
I got a couple of fun little bits.
I've got 2 little bits. I've brought you more hypotheticals.
Have you?
Yes.
I've got, just 2 small bits.
Well, I've got only 2 bits as well, so we can alternate if you wish.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Would you like to go first or shall I go first?
I don't mind, love. You go first if you're ready to go.
Okay, so I've got 2 hypotheticals. I can't remember if I brought them last week or the week before, but I'm obsessed with the hypothetical subreddit.
Is this what you're spending all your time on? Because I was going to talk to you about your obsession with Reddit.
I love Reddit. Reddit's the best social media in the world.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Anyway, called out everyone. They're both about money, and sometimes, quite often, it's a bit shit on there. Like, oh, would you like to live healthily until you die, or would you like a kick in the head? You know, silly things like that. But some of them sometimes are actually quite good.
Go
So this one here, right? Here we go. You ready?
Ready.
You're offered £100 million, dollars, whatever, currency of your choice, but you must live in complete isolation for 2 years. Do you accept? Now I'm going to give you some caveats and some conditions. Sorry, not caveats. So it's listed Elon Musk here, but anyone comes up to you, any rich billionaire, whatever, comes up to you, offers you the money, but there's a catch. To earn it, you must become the sole participant in an extreme psychological experiment designed to test human isolation and its impact on the mind. So you're required to live in a remote facility designed to simulate Mars-like conditions, whatever that means. Like, you ever seen The Martian? I assume like a space, whatever. And you must endure complete isolation for 2 years. 2 whole years. So you'll live entirely alone. Like, no other person will be there. No visitors, no messages, no live communications of any sort, nothing. You can order whatever you want at any time. It will come out of your $100 million budget, but, you know, you can literally order whatever you want, which is fine.
What, order like anything? Food, games, toys?
Well, it says anything. Anything that doesn't breach the rules of isolation, I'm assuming.
Yeah, okay.
At any point, so it's not like you need to prepare. You can do it at any point. You'll have to stay in 24/7 in the Mars-like environment the entire time, and you'll have no access to communications of any kind, so like social media, live television, etc., that sort of thing. You receive the 100 million if you complete it, which lasts again 2 years. And if you try to escape the facility or bail, you will lose, and you'll be sent to Mars. If you fail, you're actually sent to Mars.
Yeah, so what's the Mars conditions then?
I think it's just to simulate like cold, grey.
Mars doesn't have any water, so that would be an issue.
No, but I assume it's like,
Yeah, okay.
you know, you've got everything
I can
you
order
need.
the water though.
You've got everything you need. You're not actually on Mars. You know, unless you fail, then you're actually going to Mars.
Yeah.
So do you accept, and what do you do during your time?
Current life, no, I wouldn't accept.
Okay.
I don't think 100 million is worth it to miss 2 years of her.
Okay. But then,
Pre you and her, yeah, easy.
But then, that 100 million would set her up for the best life she could ever have.
Yeah. Yeah, it could. But
Yeah. Because it's hard. Because again, initially, before you and the baby or whatever, or even like, you know, whatever, I'd be like, aye, that's fine. I'll order what I want. I'll just order copious amounts of offline stuff. You know, whether it's like entertainment, games, instruments, books, painting, gym equipment, whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah, could keep myself entertained.
I'd be more
definitely.
than happy to spend 2 years on my own, like under those conditions. And I'm like, oh, but I've got the baby. I like the baby. And you, obviously.
Thanks.
I like them. They're lovely people. No. But then I was like, but 100 millions.
See, if she was older, yeah.
Okay.
But I think 2 years at this age is so much development.
I agree, but then I think about people that are in jail.
Yeah, horrendous though.
No, I know, it's awful. But like, I'd come out 2 years. She'd only be 3. And that's 2 years, I understand that. But then I'd go, that's you, hen.
But she wouldn't know you.
Oh, she would be fine.
She wouldn't remember you. She would be talking, and it would probably be potentially like that funny toddlery stage where only your parents can understand you.
Well, you could.
But you wouldn't understand her, and I would.
I would record.
Also, I'd be fuming if you left me for 2 years with her.
Yeah, but like, think of the money.
No, I get, yeah. And if she was older, then yeah. But at this stage, I couldn't do her. You said the other day that you could leave her for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I wasn't offered 100 million. Was I?
Right, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not an immediate yes, but
I didn't realise it was just all about the money.
No, it's not all about the money. It's about setting up my family to be happy and comfortable for forever. And not just us. The next lot that come and the lot after that.
I think... No, yeah, I agree completely. It's like life-changing money and it's mega. I think if you did it now and you came back, I think you would be devastated.
I'd be upset. I wouldn't be happy about it.
I think, like, not necessarily like the missing us and all that sort of stuff, but I think when you came back and realised how different she was and how much she missed and her not knowing who you were, I think that would destroy you.
But then you could like show her photos and lots of pre-recorded stuff of me.
Yeah, and I would, but it
There
wouldn't
you
be
go.
the same, would it?
I shall die. He's coming back soon, hen. He's going to bring you Mars.
She definitely wouldn't be speaking with a Scottish accent, would she?
I'd pay a linguist. The best in the
You're
business.
going to pay a Scottish person to come and stay here instead of you?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that's my first one. It's quite interesting.
So you would do it, yeah.
I'm not an immediate yes, but I can 100% see the benefits, not just as benefits, but as to the point where I would seriously consider it, and I would sit down and talk to you and say, this is what we could do.
I would be jacked if I did it. I would come out so
Well,
fit.
see, that's the point. You came out jacked, you probably came out learned, you know. You probably, you know, you could do whatever you wanted in that time.
It's a long time.
It's a long time. I'm not saying it would be easy.
Well, no, but you could have like a week of nothing and takeaways and just watching movies and stuff, and then you could have a few months of getting jacked and stuff. It would be nice. Like,
Yeah,
it'd be doable for sure. I'd definitely do it.
Yeah.
If circumstances were different.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's the end of that one.
So, question: if we both did it, who do you think would cope better?
Probably me.
Yeah.
I think so. Sorry.
No, I was thinking the same.
Okay.
I think you're more introverted than me anyway.
I'm way more introverted
Yeah.
than you, yeah. I'm glad we agree on that, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely more extroverted than you,
Yeah.
which comes with a needing other people probably a bit more than...
I wouldn't say you wouldn't cope. You might find it hard. I would find it hard.
I would cope. Like, I would get to the end of it because by the time I've started it, like, I need to finish it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I would definitely find it harder than you. You're quite happy to just solitude.
Could go just...
Lockdown was a dream for you.
It really was, to be fair. Yeah. Sometimes I'm a bit nostalgic for it, but there we are. Not the horrendous part or the reasoning for it, but the actual moment. I'm like, oh, that's quite nice.
But what if you got locked down? Because when we met,
Yeah.
there was still potential for lockdowns to happen. Luckily, it didn't happen.
Well, yeah, there was a brief period where we couldn't see each other for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you have enjoyed lockdown if we had been kept apart longer?
Not at that point, no.
Yeah.
No, that's different. Like, lockdown, I didn't know you for 90% of it.
Yeah.
The 90% was I'm nostalgic for. Like, the idea of it, like, oh, that's lovely, that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Want to share some of your fun bits?
Oh.
Or I can do my next fun bit if you want to end.
Well, I've got just a cute little one, which I thought was sweet. So somebody said, I accidentally started a silent book club at my local coffee shop. So here's a funny little story about how I unintentionally created a new social group in my town. A few weeks ago, I was at my favourite coffee shop, deeply engrossed in a novel. An older gentleman approached me and asked what I was reading. We had a brief but lovely chat about books. The next week, I was there again with a different book. The same man showed up, this time with his own book. We nodded at each other, smiled, and went back to our reading. Week 3, I arrived to find the man already there. He's brought a friend. They're both reading silently. I join their table, and we all read in comfortable silence for an hour. Fast forward to yesterday, I walk into the coffee shop and there are 12 people scattered around, all silently reading books. The barista grins at me and says, "Your club is getting pretty popular." Apparently, word had spread about the silent book club that meets every Wednesday at 4 p.m. People just show up, read whatever they want, and occasionally chat during coffee refill breaks. I've accidentally created the most introvert-friendly book club ever, and I'm happy about it. Has anyone else ever started something unintentionally that took on a life of its own?
I really like that.
It's so sweet,
Yeah.
isn't it? It made me think of you when I found it.
Yeah, that's nice. I would join that club, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't read much, but I like the idea of it.
And it's nice that everybody just understands this is not going to become a talking club. This is strictly quiet reading. You could potentially have a mini chat when you're filling up your coffee.
What do they do in the event that two friends not seen each other for a long time just coincidentally came in and are like, oh, ha, ho, ho.
Oh, like non-book club
Yeah,
people.
like just, it's a public coffee house.
I would imagine it's like when you walk into a pub that you're not a regular at, and it's a regulars pub, and everybody turns and looks at you like...
Well, see, in my mind, it's like 12 people. It needs to be quite a big coffee shop at least, so it's probably going to be a chain.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe not. But
Well, I get the impression that it's like a smaller town anyway, so...
yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah.
I like it though. I think it's really sweet.
I think it's
I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I enjoy that.
Cute.
Well, I'll do my last little bit and then you can end.
Sure.
It's another hypothetical. This one to me is an immediate, obvious answer.
Okay.
And I think the vast majority of comments agreed with me. It's another
Do you think I'm going to agree with you?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just curious anyway to see what you think about it. So again, big rich billionaire person comes up. In fact, I remember, I've not saved the post, but I remember the post. The Russian mafia
Okay.
For whatever reason, it's a Russian mafia. They come up to you
Right.
and they've got a scientist. They'll offer you 50 million. Sorry, again, currency of your choice, absolutely fine. But they've got a scientist who will inject you with something that will take away all of your senses for 6 months.
All of your senses for 6 months.
And then imagine, like, nothing will happen, like, lasting. After 6 months, everyone will come back. Your body will be
As you were.
as you were. You're not going to be cured if you've got, I don't know, an illness or something. But,
Yeah.
you know, during that time, again, hypothetically, nothing will happen. You'll just be in this state of having no senses for 6 months. And then at the end of it, you get your 50 million. During that time, the mafia say, oh, don't worry, we won't let anything happen to you. It's fine.
Right. Yeah, because that was going to be my question. Like, do you get to prepare and stuff
They're
like
not
that?
going to, like, leave you on the side of the road.
Yeah.
They'll be like, we'll look after you for 6 months. We just want to test our little thing here. We're confident it's fine. After 6 months, you'll get everything back and we'll give you 50 million.
I don't enjoy the bit of it being a test. I thought this was guaranteed.
Oh, well, it is guaranteed. They framed it as a test.
Okay. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, easy.
What? Would you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's madness.
Why?
All your senses? So you wouldn't be able to see, hear, speak, touch, or taste anything?
No, you can speak. Speaking isn't a sense. See, hear, taste, smell.
All right, well, speak, but you can't hear anything.
Yeah.
You can't feel anyone touching you. You can't feel anything. You can't see anything. You can't hear anything. You're just effectively just a brain floating in a black void for 6 months.
You can still walk around and do
Where are you going to walk?
stuff.
Where are you going to walk? You can't see anything. You can't feel anything. You can't taste anything. What are you going to do? Go to the park? How are you going to get to the park? You're going to have dinner. You can't see you can't taste or smell what you're having. You can't feel it getting in your mouth.
See, the tasting and smelling stuff, that doesn't bother me. Like, for 6 months, that's fine. It's more the hearing and the sight and the touch is I think the weirdest one.
To me,
Because I think obviously people do live without hearing and seeing.
no, there's like really incredible people out there that do live with that stuff. You know, I don't mean to be like taking it for granted.
I think the touch is the weird thing.
I think that's, I don't know. I'm surprised that you quite confidently said yes.
Yeah.
I would say no to that. I think
If you're being looked after, there's people there.
I think you would go mental.
Yeah, it would be very difficult.
I don't think
initially.
I don't think you would come out sane enough to do anything worthwhile with the rest of your life or the money.
Do you reckon?
I think you would go
No,
mental.
but you go back to normal after 6 months.
You get your senses back, is what I mean. Normal in a sense that you get everything back. You know, you don't physically damage your body or anything.
Yeah.
Like you just sit in a room and you get fed because you know you're not going to sit in front of the couch, are you? Like, I think you would just be locked inside your own black space, not being able to hear or see anything, just thinking for 6 months, just thinking what's going on, what's happening. You probably start to see stuff and all that, and then I think you come out at 6 months fucking loopy. That's very insensitive, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I didn't think it through.
Because at first you're like, 6 months, 50 million, easy.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh no, like, I think you would come out more fucked up than you think.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair.
It's a no for me.
Fair enough.
Sorry, Russian mafia, you keep your 50 million.
But yeah, I probably have quite a few issues with it being the Russian mafia.
I don't know why they framed it. I don't know why they framed it like that. I remember the post. Quite. Yeah. I would say no to that.
Fair. Yeah, I would say no, maybe.
I'm glad I could convert. Why don't you do that?
Again, I do think it would be the touch that would be the craziest thing, because at least if you can touch things, you can do things.
Yeah.
I think it would be quite interesting to... But, like, if you have no idea what you're touching, or even that you're touching anything, that would be really strange.
I think if you had one of your senses, that you could get through it.
Yeah. Yeah, but just to completely have everything taken.
Yeah, like that. Like someone framed it as like, oh, you'd just be a brain and floating about. I'm like, you would just be a brain floating about.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Fair.
Anyway, I have no more hypotheticals for you this week, I'm afraid.
Okay.
I'm all done. I'm fresh out of topics. Sorry, everyone. I know you love my topics.
Oh, no.
But don't worry, you've got more topics, right?
So my last little thing
Okay.
is, are you aware that there are no actual penguins left on the planet. Have you seen this?
No, but I'm going to ask you to elaborate. Because I'm fairly confident that I've seen a penguin.
That's what you think.
Both in person and on TV.
Oh, well, if you've seen it on TV, then it must be real.
We saw a whole flock of penguins, march of penguins,
Oh,
at Edinburgh Zoo.
we did. They were very
So
cute.
I would like you to elaborate, please, because you and I have both seen penguins.
So, the birds that we call penguins are not actually penguins.
Okay.
They are another species of bird that was named after them because they looked kind of similar. So they're not the original penguins.
Okay.
So originally, the penguins that we know originally the penguins were called the great auks or Pinguinus impennis. And they were native to the Arctic and the subarctic. They were very similar to modern day penguins, but their beaks were bigger and more bulbous. And they're not actually closely related to what we now call penguins. So our penguins are a completely different species to what penguins actually were. And the original species died out, and then our penguins came to light, so they're not related in any way.
Right. So, I've got a couple of questions for you. Mm-hmm. You may not have the answers to them.
Eek.
How did the original penguins die out?
They were overhunted.
Oh, okay. Why didn't we just say, oh, well, that's it for the penguins. Look at this new bird. This new bird's pretty cool. We'll call this the whatever.
I don't know why we did that.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Curious.
Yes. So that's that really.
That's that, everyone. Penguins don't exist.
So yeah, fishermen apparently were hunting them and wiped out all of the original penguins. And then the penguins that we know now were just called penguins because they looked similar to the originals.
I think like the first couple of scientists look at, just call them penguins, it's fine.
Yeah, I just can't be asked.
Oh, we've discovered a new species. We've got a gap.
I just don't want to name something else.
I can't be asked.
Thought of all the names already.
Look like the birds that we just killed. Let's penguins. Nobody will know.
No.
Wink, wink until this very day.
Exactly.
I enjoyed that. That was interesting.
Yeah.
I need to read more about it because I'm curious. But yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. Thanks for sharing that. I enjoyed that.
No problem, love.
I don't have anything else to talk about today.
Me neither.
You wanna take us out?
So, thank you for listening, everybody. This was He's Glasgow, She's London, episode 13, all done. Yeah, please give us a little like and a follow and a rate and everything like that on your podcasting places and on Instagram, YouTube, X, all of the lovely places, and send us some things. Talk to us.
Talk to us, please.
Talk to us if you'd like to know more about our surprise baby or our relationship and things like that. Ask us some personal questions. We can't guarantee we'll answer them.
I'll answer anything you ask me.
All right, there
Everyone.
you go. There you go.
Every little
Ask
thing.
away then.
Whatever you want to know, I'm yours. That's it.
Yeah. Or just send us some questions or a funny little quiz or
Tell us more
whatever you
about
like.
Penguins, please.
Oh.
Are you a penguin expert out there?
Oh.
That would be real fun, you know.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
What was I going to say? I was going to say that. Oh, next time, maybe not, but we might have like a video option as well for you next time.
Well, I think we should also do a video of me finally eating this sandwich.
Yeah, we'll do that. But like, I mean, as an actual podcast, we might have the video sorted out. Maybe not. It's it's in the works, but we'll see how it goes, everyone.
Yeah, let's leave it at that just in case.
Anyway, that's the pod.
Bye, love you, bye.
Bye.